Hello everyone, and welcome again to the forest. In my last video, I covered food and what we have of it. Now in this video, I'm going to cover the second necessity, and the most important, water. And what's so exciting about our water story, you may ask? Well, for a long time, we didn't even have water here on this land. All we had was something like this, a barrel, and it poured off of this roof and into the barrel. There's no public water around here, and the only well options, the only options around here is a well. Got that kind of mixed up. And the wells are very deep, so we put it off for a long time. Because we haven't been here the whole time we've had the place. We've come and gone, so development of the place went kind of slowly. So the only thing we could do while we were here was rely on rainwater. Rainwater pouring in to that barrel. And in the summer, it got pretty dry. And that's why we haven't been able to grow many plants. This year we wanted to grow some plants. We wanted to get self-reliant with food. And in order to be self-reliant with food, you've got to be self-reliant with water in abundance. So what we did was first order all the trees, and then remember that we needed water to water them all. Actually, this was kind of the plan to finally make us do it. So we had to expediently get the well in. And now, here it is. And it's a good thing too, because this summer has been extremely dry. I mean, I've never seen it so dry and hot. Without water, this place would be like a desert by now, I think. Except for the pine trees, they're pretty hardy. It's just a simple setup, as you can see. Spigot, that's all there is. Hey look, there I am, the shadow. Sometimes, you just finally have to do things. That's the way it was with this well, because this is the main trench. As you can see, it's overgrown, and that's because it was dug 15 years ago. We put it off for quite a while, but here's the well over here. Wonder what lives in those. So here's the well. It was drilled in about 15 years ago, and it goes 210 feet down. Yes, it's a very deep well, which is why we put it off for so long, because it took a lot of materials to get it going. And we didn't hire anyone to put in all of the piping and stuff. Well, we did that pipe, but not the tubing. We actually put in the pump. We bought it. Separately, we got the tubing ourselves, we attached it all, wired it all in, then lowered it down by hand. It was quite a process. So the electricity runs all the way down to the pump turns on, it pushes the water up to the surface, runs through that tube, up to the spigot, then goes into the pressure tank, kept dry under that really waterproof cardboard box, goes into that tube, up into there for some reason, and then goes over to the spigot. Didn't work out perfectly though, because you turn the tap on, you have to listen. Nope, no click. You have to turn it off, turn it on again. You see, yeah, there we go. Now it goes up over to here, and there we go. That's how it starts up every time, for some reason. There we go. That's it. Full pressure. Even with a 1.5 horsepower pump, wasn't enough to give it full pressure. I think it's got something to do with the other half of the pump. So yeah, if I let go of it, the hose isn't going to fly away from me. But it could be fixed, but yeah, it probably never will. And I kind of like it this way. It makes you ponder on the water and appreciate it. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's running water. What more could you ask for? I mean, we lived without it so long that we're very appreciative of it. That's another example of something else. If you don't have something, you'll appreciate it even more, even if it's not perfect. Yeah, that's the short story of how we are now self-reliant with water. I know if the electricity ever went out, it wouldn't work, but there's ways you could get around that. So that's food and water. Now what about shelter? Well, that's what I'll cover in the next video. Until then, well, I suppose I could say like and subscribe, since most people say that. And keep it simple. Bonus story. In the middle of the winter, when rain didn't really come, and in the middle of the dry summer, we used this homemade well bucket to hand pull the water up 200 feet. It had a homemade valve in it. Yeah, that was quite a workout, but it did work. Brought about 3 gallons a pull. So yeah, next time you turn on the hose, be appreciative of it.